Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we are playing our last deck before Lost Caverns of Ixalan lands, and so I've leaned into the hardest jank I can possibly find, and that is to run a Bant Defenders deck or a Bant Walls deck. So this is all about playing creatures with Defender and or high toughness, and essentially using the various effects that allow creatures to deal combat damage equal to their toughness rather than their power in the format to make them effectively very large, cheap creatures. So the big payoff of our deck is Rakdos the Strategist, so a 4-mana legendary Elder Dragon, 3/5 flying vigilance. Whenever a creature with Defender enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card, and each creature you control with Defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. We're also running 4 copies of High Alert, so this is a 3-mana enchantment that says each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power, and creatures you control can attack as though they didn't have Defender, so it does most of the same things as Rakdos. But you can also pay 4 to untap a creature, and then we're running 2 copies of Assault Formation as well, which is the slightly cheaper and weaker version of this effect. Has the same combat damage clause, but you have to pay a green for each creature with Defender that you want to attack this turn, but you can pay 3 mana and give creatures you control +0/+1 until end of turn as well. And then there's a lot of cheap creatures in the deck which have high toughness. So we've got 4 Wall of Runes, so 0/4 with Defender that scries 1 when it enters the battlefield. Portcullis Vine, 0/3, where you can sacrifice a creature with Defender to draw a card. Cerulean Caretaker, again a 0/3 that allows you to add mana as well. Wall of Vines, 0/3 with Defender and Reach. Then we're also running the Birth of Meletus, which comes with a 0/4 wall as part of its second chapter, and Riptide Turtle, which can flash in as a 0/5 with Defender as well. So just a lot of very cheap creatures that will, in reality, be attacking for sort of 4 or 5 damage, despite that. And then the rest of the deck is just a few nice cards which synergize with that, or removal. So we've got 3 copies of Tower Defense, so this is a very powerful card in this deck. So 2 mana instant, creatures you control get +0/+5 and gain reach until end of turn. Obviously in this deck it's more like creatures you control get +5/+5, so that can very quickly round off the game. 2 copies of March of Otherworldly Light as removal, 2 copies of Fateful Absence as also to do removal, and then Rune of Sustenance, which is a permanent card which an enchantment aura which draws you a card but also gives the creature it's attached to lifelink, so that allows us to kind of combat more aggressive decks, maybe give one of our Riptide Turtles lifelink and kind of hit for 5 lifelinking damage. The mana base, dual lands, Bant dual lands in those colours. We're not running any Spar as headquarters just because we need to reliably be able to cast kind of a good curve. So it is just dual lands, and then a few utility lands as well. We've got 1 copy each of Iganjo, Otawara, and Boseiju, and a couple of basic lands as well. Then in the sideboard, we've got God's Willing to protect cards like our Rakdos, or particularly useful lands that we've got. Tamio's Safekeeping does a similar kind of thing. Declaration in Stone, additional removal, very good against token decks in particular. Draneth Magistrate to stop the opponent casting spells from anywhere other than their hand. Rest in Peace, Graveyard Hate, seen this many times before. Negate and Dovent Veto as additional counterspells. Heroic Intervention to help protect our board from wraths or other removal. Simic Charm, so this is a relatively recent addition to the format, but we can either give a creature +3/+3 until end of turn, give all of our opponents hexproof, or bounce another creature, so this is a very good tempo card. Archon of Emeria, we've seen this before, kind of stopping players from casting more than 1 spell each turn. Not necessarily ideal in our deck, in that we do have a lot of cheap spells and we will occasionally want to power out several in a turn, but there are certain strategies opponents may be playing which we just need this. And then Heliod's Intervention, either gaining life or destroying artifacts and enchantments. So it's a relatively simple deck. As I say, it is not designed to be competitive in any way. This strategy, although a lot of fun, has never been competitive in the format. But, let's see how we go on. Hit those like and subscribe buttons, as ever. And let's go on to the ladder and see how we go on with a little bit of Bant Defenders. Hey, the opponent's playing Gigantha. This is good enough. Okay, tower defense probably makes the most sense here. Maybe Birth of Meletus. Yep. Pass the turn. And now we wait. Nope. So we can sack a creature at the end of turn, which I think we'll probably do. Just to help draw a card, maybe get us some... Fair enough. Well, it's a lot less good against our deck, that. Let's get rid of this one. We are still resolutely drawing the wrong half of our deck, but... Block here, block here, block here. Fortunately, I came prepared for you. High alert one time. No, of course not. Okay, well, let's get rid of their Fable. Because I don't want them copying anything at the moment. So we're currently facing down. Yeah, but we can't afford to. No, we'll skip this one up. We just didn't draw either of our, well, any of our defender payoffs, which is slightly annoying considering we have 9 of them in the deck. So let's pop in Declaration in Stone, Archon of Emeria, Safekeeping, Helios Intervention, Rest in Peace. What are we taking out here? I think we can take out a couple of Births. Probably Fateful Absence. And I don't think we need the Reach Defender in this deck, so let's take that out and just pop in Heroic Intervention. Or maybe God's Willing is better, actually. That's probably better at defending a single card. Yep, this will do. Declaration in Stone is a good one. Let's give this lifelink. Okay, don't mind Archon. I would like to be able to cast Arcades, but not to be. They may well take that. Okay, do not mind that at all. Okay, let's play Assault Formation. Play another. Oh no, we can't. Must remember to pay attention to what my cards do. Stopping them from casting one or more spells is a real downer for this. Rakdos sacrifice deck. You know, they can't steal my creature and then sack them to a Deadly Dispute or something. It just really cuts down what they can do. Okay. That I can live with. So let's play Portcullis Vine. Let's attack for 3. This giving a sneaky damage boost to Archon is quite fun. Okay. So let's give that the ability to attack this turn. Okay. Well, let's just keep up Tamio's safekeeping for now. Don't mind if I do. Let's pop a rune of sustenance on Hum. Okay, that was that was slightly awkward, to be honest. I think yeah, yeah, yeah. Yikes. That must smart a little. Okay, that's not bad. Gives them a blocker for a turn or two. But I can kill them with Archon next turn, all else being equal. No, I can't. In which case, let's just attack here. No, pass the turn. Well, they're not rushing to do anything. So go to game 3. Ugh. It's a pass from me, I'm afraid. Right, what shall we do on the draw? I quite like the other God's Willing here. Archon of Emeria did absolutely incredible work that game. Tower defense, fine. March, fine. Safekeeping, fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. No blue land again. This is proving very problematic, to be honest. And again, no. I can't really go to 5. No, I'm going to have to keep it and hope for the best, I think. It's bloody annoying. No? Okay, I may be super dead here. At least I can get rest in peace onto the battlefield, I suppose. Oh well, there goes my rest in peace. Turns out I can't. Okay, well that's something. Okay. If that's all you're doing, I'm fine with that. No, they've got a removal spell. Yep. Play Wall of Runes. Yep, we'll keep high alert. Play a Forest. So I don't hate our spot now. We can't, unfortunately, play both High Alert and Wall of Runes next turn, in typical fashion. But let's get this motoring anyway. Damn, was really hoping not to draw another land there. Particularly not that one. No to you. Oh, we'll keep it in our hand for the time being. Double block. Hopefully I might be able to... don't read that card. Doesn't do anything. Don't look at it. Ooh. This could work out nicely for us. Mm-hmm. So the question is, do they block? Because if they don't, they're super dead. So let's just give them the option to lose. They didn't take it. Oh. Bye. Yeah, this is a keepable one. Let's play Temple Guard, I think, into Caretaker. The Vines. So they're on a creativity list. Let's play. Now that we've drawn Assault Formation, let's play High Alert. I would be concerned about counter spells if I didn't have this as well. Okay, nothing from our opponent. Interesting. They may just have the big score. Into creativity thingamajig going on. No? Nothing? Okay. Well, I'm not drawing anything either, so... Just land. Endless land. Oh, we'll hold up Otuara still. They may think I have counter spells. Little do they know. Let's play another one. They're going to have to do something eventually. Well, they can't now. Big score, so sure. Yeah. Fine. That I'm not going to have. I don't think I want to keep one of my creatures alive. Okay, they've just got... Okay, so they just had all the removal rather than anything else. Fair enough. Okay, so they are running the Atraxa version of creativity. Fair enough. So I think we're just dead here, but... Yeah, that's not the best hand I've ever seen. Well, let's send Atraxa back to their hand. Let's pass the turn with Riptide Turtle up. Yep, that is a card you may play. I'm going to play a Turtle. I'm going to play an Assault Formation. Which it may or may not choose to negate. They might find another creativity here. If they do, we'll probably lose, but interesting they didn't discard a Traxxer. No, it's not enough. Play another one then. And now I'll win. Oh, there you are. Okay, creativity. So creativity doesn't make you cast the card, so Archon doesn't solve that problem, but we will put in Negate, we will put in Dovin's Veto, put in Drannith Magistrate similarly doesn't do anything for us here. Rest in Peace neither. Heliod's Intervention is okay. I suppose it can destroy the artifacts and enchantments that they make, so we'll pop that in. Let's take out the Birth of Meletis. I'm not really interested in just sitting around with that. Actually, no, let's keep two of them in and take out Rune of Sustenance. We're not really gaining life in this matchup. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. This could get very fruity. So let's open with a Wall of Runes. Keep a land. Now we can hold up both Negate and our old friend Turtle. Fair enough. Pretty rude. I'm ready. Haha! Nobody expects Turtle number whatever. Oh, yes, please use two removal spells. Delightful, thank you. Okay, let's pop a Vine into play. Okay, I think we've pretty much got the all clear here, so let's play another Vine. Let's play High Alert. Oh, this is delightful. Go on, go on. Oh, that's very nice. There you are. This is not a keepable. This one's not great either, but what can you do? We will get rid of March for the time being, I think. Llanowar Elf. In a deck with green and blue. Well, I'm stumped. Simic Ramp, maybe? Just something like that. Okay, Adventures, fair enough. That makes sense. Grab a Plains. Try not to kill the client while doing it. Apparently, casting Birth of Meletis is just too much for Arena to cope with. Okay, well, I could very hilariously kill them quite quickly here, if they're not careful. Don't touch my stuff. Absolute villain. Man is so rude. Who is main decking Make Disappear in an Adventures deck? Hmm. Oh, you are coming far too late, but let's play Arcadius the Strategist anyway. Okay, fine. Be like that. What am I doing against Adventures? Getting annoyed, I think, mainly. Let's pop in Dovin's Veto. Draneth Magistrate is good here. Stops them casting the other half of their adventures. Apart from that, I don't think I need much else. Take out Rune here. March is okay. Maybe a couple of these caretakers. Yeah, seems fine. That hand is not fine. This one's not very good either, but I'm kind of stuck with it. So, ooh, 2 copies of High Alert, just what nobody wants to see. I thought winning 2 games on the bounce was probably a bit too good for this deck. Now we could lose in comfort. Okay. Let's attack again. Oh, it's a no from me. Yeah, wouldn't do that. Not good. Uh-huh. This could be interesting. Go on. Okay. Well, we got to go for it here. Okay, the fact they have to sacrifice one of their innkeepers means this is not too bad. Decline. Would be nice if this didn't have a second high alert dead in my hand, but can't be fussy about these things. My patience is running a bit thin. I think that's probably the draw that loses us the game. If it had been anything good there. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Stupid sexy innkeeper. GG. So there we are, Bant Defenders. I mean, the deck had a little bit more resilience than I was expecting. We did manage to win a couple of matches, but clearly, as soon as the opponent actually starts doing anything at all, this deck can't win. So this deck is not good. Do not craft this deck. But I enjoyed playing it. Arcades didn't do very much, but you know we like the card, so there you are. Thanks very much for watching. Leave your comments below, but don't bother telling me the deck's bad. I know it's bad. And I will see you next time when we will have Lost Caverns of Ixalan.